Hey, what is happening, everybody? I've got a little list. This is going to be halfway in jest, but I got to tell you, some of the things I'm going to go over, I've personally heard. The old complaining expat, and it is roasting hot. It's the hottest month of the year, one of them. It usually starts Songkran in April, and it's now May, and it's just roasting. So you can walk around in the middle of the heat of the day wearing your jeans, no hat, and complain how ungodly hot it is, or you can operate a little smarter. Maybe head out at 7 p.m. in some shorts. Maybe we'll go over a few of those complaints, but for now, rather than complaining, I'm heading into Bangkok Sub-Zero Ice Skating Club. Sit by the ice and go over this list. Okay, and this is more like it. I'm sitting next to one of the two rinks up here. I think this is the hockey side. There's some ladies or young kids doing some figure skating in the other rink. But just getting back to the complaining expat, and you're going to run across this guy if it's at a pub, or probably it's going to be at a pub, but you'll hear the complaint about Thailand's over. I remember when the baht used to be 50 to 1 US, and it's gone downhill ever since. Or this Leo I was drinking, it used to be 20 baht everywhere in town, on and on. The guy can't complain anymore. He'll get into the taxi scams around town. It used to be 200 baht to go from here to there, and can you believe the other night the guy demanded 300 baht. It was pouring rain at 2:30 in the morning. He claimed he had a broken meter. I can't believe the taxi scam. You might also hear that same guy complaining he's lived here for 8, 9, 10, 100 years, and he still has to check in every 90 days. It's the same guy who's probably been working on getting his Thai wife or girlfriend to visit Australia or the US, and he's going on year 2. That he's okay with, but the 90-day check-in and the immigration rules here in Thailand, he can't stop complaining about it. And you'll hear this one all the time. It's outrageous. I have to keep 800,000 Thai baht locked away for my retirement visa. I think I'm earning less than 1%, and sometimes you can earn 1%, okay. Or I could have that $24,000 working on cryptocurrency and making 3,000%. And I guess that 3,000% he's gonna make will go to pay for a lot of 8, 9, 10-hour bus rides up to Cambodia, make that border run. That $50 round trip on AirAsia's way out of line. That same guy you're hanging out next to, trying to enjoy your beer, is going to get into the double pricing scam here in Thailand. Can you believe I took my girlfriend or wife to a national park and they only charged her 20 baht and they tried to charge me 100 baht? Sure, my pension from the US might be 5 or 10 times more than the average Thai salary, but I'm not going to put up with this double taxing. I've got my eye on you, Vietnam or the Philippines. This is getting outrageous here in Thailand. I could take that 80 baht difference from 100 to the 20 baht she's paying and invest it in that cryptocurrency once again, make 300,000%. One of the new complaints going around is this new TDAX system, the online 3 days before you travel. I can't believe they're doing that. Can you believe Thailand is instituting this immigration rule, which is probably going to make my life simpler at immigration? 3 days before I travel, just answer a few simple questions, get a QR code, and possibly, I haven't did it yet, but possibly, like every other country that seems to be doing this, you just cruise up to immigration, buzz your QR code, and walk on by. No unnecessary stamps and an already full passport. But that same guy in the bar, he'll be complaining. He's looking at maybe moving to Indonesia or Malaysia because of this TDAC silliness, not understanding they've been doing it for the past couple of years. And as we're hanging out in that same bar, you might be watching this guy ringing the bell and buying everybody drinks and carrying on, having a good old time. Maybe has 10, 12, 13 drinks in him himself, and then comes the end of the night. Nothing really good happens in a bar at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. This same guy will be looking at his bin and is absolutely convinced he's been ripped off. And can you believe they're ripping me off? And he wants to call the police and on and on. And I try not to get involved in these matters, but when you take a look at his tab, it's fairly legit. Nobody's ripping the guy off, but when he is being asked to pay 3,000 or 4,000 baht at the end of a long night of ringing that bell, all of a sudden it's a major complaint. That same gentleman might be sitting there waiting for his Thai Tinder date or Thai-friendly person to arrive, and he's complaining to you or me about how he can't believe every Thai person is 15, 20, 30 minutes late. He asked to meet her at XYZ bar at 8 o'clock, and at 8:01 he's leaving. At some point you're going to run into that guy at the pub who just came from the worst massage of his life. He was walking down Soy Cowboy, and all these beautiful ladies were sitting out front in mini dresses and stilettos. He went inside and got the worst massage of his life. In fact, she seemed to be angry that she had to give a massage at all. And when the tip conversation came up, he got upset, was not going to be ripped off, and went running out of there. This just happened to me 5 minutes ago. You're going to run across the guy that complains about the lady who's cleaning the men's room while you're in there. How dare she be mopping and cleaning in her workplace when you're trying to use the facilities? I guess it'd be much better in that toilet back in the UK or the US that hasn't been cleaned in years. You're going to run across this guy once in a while. He can't stop talking about how stupid some Thai folks are still walking around wearing a mask. Can you believe it? That's been over for years, and they're still terrified about this or that. I guess this person has never been to Asia, understanding folks have been wearing these masks for decades. It has nothing to do with what happened during the pandemic, and they'll continue to keep wearing the masks. It has more to do with pollution, whether it helps with pollution. I don't know. I'm no scientist. It probably can't hurt, but it's also nice with different cultures that don't really believe in spreading their cold, as I'm being told how stupid these folks are by a guy with his 40 or 50 year smoker's cough on the side of my face. And this is feeling nice and cool here. No complaints about the heat. But you'll also run across the guy that he can't believe when his plate of food comes, it takes another 15 or 20 minutes for his girlfriend to get her food in a country that doesn't really work on the tip system as far as speedy service. Can't believe it. And once in a while, you're going to run into that guy that absolutely can't believe he can't march down to a 7-Eleven and not get a beer between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. That rule is ridiculous, and that is the only time he's available to go down and get his 7-Eleven beer. And once in a while, you're going to be kicking back in the pub, and somebody's going to come sit next to you and want to share his evening, how he couldn't believe it went down. He's 65, 70, and just had a date with a beautiful lady from Tinder or Thai Friendly. She's, say, 25 years old. And he is amazed that she was actually asking for some form of payment. He couldn't believe it. And as you're sitting in that pub, it's usually going to have F1 or soccer on. You're going to run across the guy. I'm from the US, so he might start talking to me about how silly it is and that he has to wait until 1 a.m. to watch his game live, or that they're not showing whatever B-League college team he's from. And he wants to catch that game every week. He can't believe it's not on in a local Thai bar at 10 p.m. I guess this guy needs a little help on time zones. And this one's probably geared more towards YouTubers I've seen that go by these huge tank-size SUVs, and every single time they seem to be confused driving into Bangkok at 5 p.m. that there's traffic in a city of 16 million people. They can't believe that they're just not clearing the roads so they can slide into their hotel in central Bangkok at 4 or 5 p.m. Arriving at 9:30 p.m. would be totally crazy to them. You'll get this guy often sitting at the next table. He can't believe when he asks for just a little bit spicy on his Thai food that it's way too spicy. They don't understand his give me a number 2 spice factor that we might say in the United States. It's usually on a scale of 1 to 10. Their 2 over here might be an 8 or 9 in the US, and he's still confused about this. And again, this one's more a YouTube thing. The guy that's gonna say they don't speak a word of English in Thailand, not like the Philippines. It's 100% English. Well, I've been to the Philippines a dozen times. I think there's 6 or 8 dialects, and I heard that. Tagalog, especially Pasay, much more than I heard English. So yeah, that guy's gonna be complaining here in Thailand that not every taxi driver speaks 100% fluent English. But if you hang out in the more expat area around in between, say, Nana and On Nut, to me, there's more English happening here than I heard on my last trip to the Subic Bay area in the Philippines. So this list is just having a little bit of fun. I mean, 99.9% of folks you're going to run into are normal, reasonable guys. But yeah, there's a lot of complainers out there. I'll say 99% of them are probably on Facebook. So do with that information what you will. But if you want to go on certain websites asking what seems like a basic, reasonable question, you're probably going to be attacked 25 or 30 different ways from folks that probably aren't even in Thailand, but they're going to school you on how to get a bank account or how stupid you are about signing a lease and on and on and on. So forget those guys. Come on over here. It's just not that complicated. There's really not much to complain about. Sure, you're going to have to adjust your thinking compared to coming from the UK, US, Europe, whatever the case might be. Things are going to be different over here, but there's just not that much to complain about. I love it here, and I hope you'll feel the same way when you come for your first visit, or maybe your 3rd or 4th visit, and make the move and move on over here. It's a great place to live. So thanks for hanging out. Again, this was kind of all in fun, but sure, feel free to leave your comments about how wrong I am, and absolutely, a beer should still be 20 baht. I get it. You might not understand this is all in fun, and you might just be that complainer guy yourself. So you take it easy. We'll see you.